Hi, boys and girls. Okay, so how many of you have ever watched the movie Dora the Explorer? If you have, you know that one of the characters in the movie is Swiper. And Swiper likes to what? He likes to swipe things, right? So in writing, good writers swipe words. And the reason for this is because you have so many words to think about, and you have so many words to get your mouth ready for the beginning sound, stretch them out. And if you can find a word that you're using in your writing that you can swipe, then it makes writing easier for you. So look around your room, your classroom. You might have a word wall, and there might be words that you want to swipe there. If you remember some of my other lessons, you can swipe words from there. If you do morning message or literacy stories and you have those on the walls, go ahead and use those as well. You can also just have your own personal word wall where your mom or dad or educator write down words that are words that you typically have trouble with in your writing, and they're going to be right there ready for you when you're writing. So today I'm going to model how good writers swipe words. All right? I put a couple words over here. Educators, just so you know, this is what I typically do. I want to make sure that the words are right next to us so I can easily go over to them. A lot of times I'll pick words that I find that the majority of the kids are having trouble with, or it might be a word that I used in my writing, like I use going a lot, and then I'll write that word down because I know it's a word that kids want to use. So I wrote a couple of them. I used the word I because that's an uppercase word by itself. So I want to make sure I remind myself of that. I put the word L-I-K-E, like, and we make that E longer because what? The E is silent. So we got to remember that that E is even on there because we don't remember it. Was is a hard one. If we remember the S as Z, but in the word was, it sounds like a Z. So I want to put that up there so I make sure I put an S and not a Z. Play is hard just because it has the two-letter phonogram A, and a lot of times it's hard to remember that Y. And I like the word the just because we use it a lot, and we say T-H-E says the. All right? So what do we do first? Name on our paper. First thing. I remember that I had my kids yesterday went outside, and I was downstairs. I was cooking dinner, and okay, I wasn't really cooking dinner because I don't cook, sorry, but I can pretend that I was cooking dinner, right? So I was cooking dinner, and I was wondering where the kids were, so I went outside and they were playing kickball. And if you've never played kickball, it's a really fun game with the kickball, and there were all the kids in the neighborhood that were out there. And my favorite part was Addison had been sick for the last couple days, and so I was so happy to see her outside playing kickball, right? So I'm going to make believe, and I'm going to say I was cooking dinner and didn't know where the kids were, okay? So I got to put my what I put in this box? A quick sketch. So here's my kitchen, here's the refrigerator, here's some shelves. Here's me making a gourmet dinner. And I'm smiling because I love cooking and I'm such a good cooker, right? Now I'm going to put a line through my paper because now I want to show you a different setting, and I want to show you outside. So I'm just going to make like quick kids. And here's their hair. Boop, boop. All right. Here's the sun, some clouds. Just to remind me that this was me inside cooking, and this was them outside. All right, so let me think what I want to say. I want to say, last night I was cooking. Last night I was cooking. Let me put my lines. Last night I was, what do I do when I get to the end of a sentence? I stop, come around, and start again. What do I put at the end of a sentence? My period. Now, in the lesson we did before, remember we talked about good writers put their beginning sound. So I'm going to still work really hard at getting my mouth ready for that beginning sound. But if I find a word that I can swipe, I'm going to swipe it, all right? So I remember that there's something special about that I when it's by itself. What's that thing? Where could I find that word? Oh, it's over here. And remember, an I is uppercase when it's by itself, okay? I Was. Oh, that's a hard word. I wish I knew where I could find that word. Do you know where I could find that word to swipe it? I can put it over here. And I remember I put this word because I hear was with a Z, but I know it's S. This is what I like to do. I like to look at the word, close my eyes, get a picture of it, and see if I can write the word without looking back at it, okay? So W-A-S. W-A-S. I see a picture in my head of it. Okay, let's see if I can do it. You tell me if I wrote it right. W-A-S. Did I do it? I did it. I swiped that word. It made my writing so much easier because I could swipe it. I remember I said last night. Now that happens a lot when I'm writing because I forget what I was writing about. So now I'm just going to make it up. I was, make this a little bit longer, cooking. Cooking. And now I can put last night at the end, right? I was cooking last, come around, night. I was cooking last night. So that's what I'm talking about in this side of my picture illustration. Now I remember that I was going to talk about the kids playing kickball. So all I'm going to say is the kids were playing kickball. Get your hand ready. The kids were playing kickball. Get my lines. The kids were around, down, start again, playing kickball. The. T-H-E says the. I know I've seen that word somewhere. I know I can swipe that word. Do you see it somewhere I can swipe it? That's right. T-H-E says the. So I know I'm at the beginning of a sentence, so I'm going to put a capital letter. The. T-H-E. I'm going to get it, close my eyes. T. What's the next word? Letter? H-E. T-H-E. The kids. The K. Kids were. W. Were playing. Play. Kind of confused because I know the word play is here, but then I hear a at the end of it. So I'm going to write the word play. P-L-A-Y. See a picture of it. P-L-A-Y. P-L-A-Y. It's kind of a weird sound, right? I'm just going to put a G. Playing. Kickball. The kids were playing kick ball. And what I put at the end of my sentence? A period. Okay, so I'm going to circle the words that I swiped because I am so proud of myself. Because remember, good writers swipe words in their writing. And like always, I want to make sure that if you guys want to steal and swipe some of my words, I'm going to write my words up here real quick for you. Kids were. Remember we talked about that word play, and I said that's got that weird It's actually a two-letter phonogram that said it makes the letters N and G. So when you see the word cooking and playing, it's not a G, it's an I, and then it's got a two-letter phonogram, MG. And then I'm going to put the word kick. Ball. All right, boys and girls, you know the drill, right? When you get your idea, I want you to grab your thought. Moms and dads, educators, I want you to help them say their words. I want you to put the words on it. If there's a word that if you don't have a word wall up, you can put some of these words up. Or as your child's writing, if they get to a word that you think is an easy enough word to put, say, we can make a swiper card, and you can put that card over here. Or to make it even easier, you can just write it right up here on their writing paper so that they can quickly swipe it. But I always tell them the best thing to do is to look at it, close your eyes, get a picture of the word, and then try to write it. Because that's really what the swipe words are for. It's for quickly getting them and retaining those words quickly. Versus going L, I, K. Then they're just looking at the words in isolation and they're not putting it all together. So have fun writing. We'll see you next time.